What's up, gamers? DreamcastGuy here, talking today about the future of the Nintendo Switch. Not this current clunky, amazing OLED Switch, but apparently not only is Nintendo's next console in development, it has a loose release date for late next year. Let's take a look at the leak and why I'm actually very excited about this. Let's discuss. Be sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm DreamcastGuy. I am cranked up on so much Monster. I just filmed a video about the PlayStation 5 update. Be sure to watch that as well. But now, let's dig into the Nintendo goodness. Development kits for Nintendo's next console are now with key partner studios, with launch planned for next year, sources have told Video Game Chronicle. Now, to be clear, VGC has some of the juiciest leaks. I'm not sure what their journalists are doing, if they're hanging out at bars waiting for developers to get really blackout drunk, but if they're saying this, I 1000% believe it. But additionally, this part, key development partners. This is something that happens the most, which is that if you're somebody that makes the biggest and best games for a particular console, they give you the dev kits first to make sure you're ready for, obviously, launch, to have big games ready for launch. But Sony over here on IGN has actually transcribed the story and added some important context, and it says this: Nintendo will release its next-gen console during the second half of 2024. Sources have told VGC the dev kits for the unannounced new console are with people and they're ready to go. Apparently, this new next-gen console can be used in portable mode, like the current Nintendo Switch has an LCD screen as opposed to the OLED screen in order to keep costs down. That sucks, and also comes with a physical cartridge slot. Now, I'm of two minds about this. First off, I am completely in love with my OLED screen. I actually play my freaking Nintendo Switch OLED quite a bit. You can see I turned this thing on. I play a lot of stuff on the treadmill. This is a game I was playing on the treadmill just a couple days ago, Slay the Spire. But the LCD screen, I'm not shocked that they decided to do that, because let's face it, most Nintendo Switches still have that. This is the Nintendo Switch Lite, which still just obviously uses the LCD screen, but it is still good. This is my best friend's little Nintendo Switch Lite. She plays Animal Crossing on it all day long, and she definitely never stares at it and goes, "Oh God, these graphics are blurry in LCD." So the fact that it doesn't have an OLED screen is personally disappointing to me. But also, let's face it, I'm 99% I'm gonna play this mostly docked on my big, huge TV anyways. But them trying to cut costs is a very Nintendo thing to do. Personally, I'm most freaking thrilled that this is still going to have a portable mode. Yes. Hallelujah. I'm extremely thankful for a portable mode. I made videos about this like 7 years ago when the Nintendo Switch originally came out, but I called it the Walmart effect, which is that the ability, the option to play things handheld improves my experience. Even if I'm not playing it handheld all the time, it's like the Walmart. Like, not every Walmart is 24 hours, but if there is a 24-hour Walmart, I'm more inclined to go there because I always know it's open. I am more predisposed to play my Nintendo Switch just bringing it with me because of the option to play it portably. That is extremely cool. Man, I mean, I'm super curious to see the power of this bad boy, though. A lot of people are basically saying, if this thing has even roughly the power of a PlayStation 4, I mean, that's still pretty good. A 5-hour battery life, like, people are making jokes about how powerful or how weak this system is going to be, but I don't know, man. I'm super excited to see how this actually runs, what the launch games are, what the capabilities of a next-gen Switch is going to be, because, honestly, the Nintendo Switch has been such a massive financial success, and Nintendo's not dumb. Nintendo understands how to reinvest their assets. Historically, if a game series sells well, Nintendo does the snowball effect. Okay, Zelda Souls, 20 million copies, so let's make the next one bigger budget, bigger expansion, bigger ideas. I'm curious if they're going to do that with their consoles, where, honestly, Nintendo Switch is their most profitable, expansive, crazy system of all time, with more Zelda than any other system. let's see how far they can push the envelope. I mean, let's read the rest of this here. In May, Nintendo said its long-rumored Switch successor wouldn't release until at least April of 2024. The president said that they weren't considering any new hardware for 2023. So it definitely seems like this is becoming more and more of their plan. The current Nintendo Switch's sales have been falling off a cliff. They actually have been lowering their sales forecasts. This is a steep decline, but it's very obvious. It's not that the Nintendo Switch sucks or that people hate it. It's not that the Nintendo Switch sucks or that people suddenly hate it. It's that we're actually in the 7th year of the Switch, and essentially everybody that wants the system has it. I mean, at this point, the only way to sell more Nintendo consoles is to come out with a new Nintendo console. You can't at this point just suddenly create more fans. You have hit market saturation. The only way to actually get people to buy it is to release a new console. I am still most curious to see if this has some sort of crazy gimmick, because let's face it, we're all very normalized now to the Nintendo Switch and these little tiny Joy-Cons that pop off and have motion control and HD rumble. But when they initially revealed this, it was a bit crazy. It was a bit wild. I hope the next Nintendo Switch is as normal as possible. And I'm sure somebody's going to clip that and show that whenever the next Nintendo Switch has some weird gobbledygook stuff where I got to eat soup to turn the console on or something. But let's hope it is as normal as possible, because let's face it, I'm a boomer gamer. I'm almost 40. I like my controllers normal. I like my graphics good. I like my load times low. So if they manage to hit that with the next Nintendo Switch, it doesn't got to reinvent the wheel. It doesn't got to have 4K Ultra 500 frames a second. Just give me decent looking games. And you know what? I think I'll be happy. But the last part of this, which is what everybody's most curious about, myself included, is that we still have no idea about the crucial question of backwards compatibility. A lot of us, I'm sure most of you watching this, have massive Nintendo Switch collections. What's happening with the Nintendo Switch backwards compatibility? Can I put physical cartridges into this and will it work? It says it has a cartridge slot, but does that mean things are going to be plug and play? Does that mean I'm going to have to pay $5 to get an update patch for the new system? I think with how smart Nintendo has been, I think it's going to have backwards compatibility, purely pulling this out of my ass, purely guessing. And I think it's going to do something minor to upgrade the visuals. If you play a game on it, it's going to have mildly better frame rate, mildly lower load times, maybe some sort of general upscaling. But as it stands, I'm definitely excited about it. What do you guys think, though? Are you excited for the Nintendo Switch Pro, the Nintendo Switch 2, the Super Nintendo Switch? Tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. And please, if you could, keep dreaming. All right. Now, time to delete my my friend's Animal Crossing save file so she murders me. Look, she even has this cute little Animal Crossing case. Look at that. Am I allowed to be jealous of a Nintendo Switch case? Because low-key I am. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.